Now we have some time left. Is there anything else you want to discuss or questions or anything like that, or we can end early today?
Um, well, let me just go through my notes.
Mhm.
So, can you hear that I'm making efforts when I talk? No?
You are speaking much better today.
Okay, because I'm trying to, like pose more and everything.
You're doing a very good job. I mean, your performance is very good. Your progress is meaningfully clear. I can see your progress in each session.
Good. Okay, that's a good
It's
thing.
not vague to me. It's clear that you are doing things differently.
Okay, good. So, well, I just have like maybe questions
Sure,
related
go ahead.
to my job
Hmm.
or to my. So everything is right now. I'm still like learning and
Hmm.
everything and meeting people, but I arrived in a very very sensitive period.
Hmm.
So the thing is that the portfolio I was taking over when I arrived on Monday wasn't
Hmm.
clearly announced, and the person who was giving me his portfolio wasn't aware that he was shifting.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That is bad.
that's bad, right?
That is bad.
There's worse. So he accepted to change because it's a kind of evolution from his previous role. So he
Hmm.
is very happy about it, but everyone heard it that I was here to take his portfolio from coffee talks, and there was no official announcement. So I want to get an official announcement from my bosses
Hmm.
for all the not only the managers I'm going to work
Hmm.
with, but also the analysts because we have
Hmm.
like P pricing manager
Got it, yeah.
and the analysts, and I want to come to the boss and let him know that I want to have an official confirmation to the whole team that I'm
Hmm.
taking his portfolio and that this guy is moving to another portfolio. But I don't want him to know that he's made a communication mistake, I can
Yeah, I
say.
got it. Yeah.
So how can I come, like, how can I ask him that without making him feel wrong, like,
Oh, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's a good way. I think that I don't think he meant anything bad. He probably just forgot, right?
yes, that's not what people say, but
Well, I mean, it happens. I've done this a few times in the past.
okay.
I've actually been in situations where I forgot to tell people I'm changing their roles. I remember moving one partner out of one region and moving to another region, and I forgot to tell other people, right?
Oh yeah.
The other reason is maybe he did it on purpose and maybe he just was fed up with the guy. But the point is this, I like the way you want to do it. You want to do it in such a way that you don't want to make anyone feel bad, right?
Yes.
Okay, the way to do it is simply say that, oh, you've joined and, a lot of people were coming up to you and wanted to know who you are and what you're doing and so on. And you thought it'd be a good idea to send out an introductory email about yourself from him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So position it as an introductory email to, explain that you're joining, who you are, because you say that two reasons. One is people are coming up to you, they've seen you, they've heard about you, but they don't really know what you're doing. And two, it'll make it easier for you if you had to contact people. Because every time you now speak to people, you have to explain who you are.
Right. Yes. That's the point also.
Yeah, so don't position it as a mistake thing because it won't help.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Remember, whenever you ask for things, it must always be what's best for the company, not what's best for you, right?
Yes.
So the reason why this is best for the company is it'll make things move a lot faster for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Having to,
Yeah. That's true.
yeah, because now you have to introduce yourself. People don't know who you are. Things take a lot longer. It will help if you just send a brief introductory email.
True, because I'm also working with markets all over Europe, so they also need to know that now I am the person they have to talk to. That's also something important. But it's not.
Yeah, I mean, there's always politics in the background. Maybe the guy who
Yeah.
wanted to be moved, they didn't want to move him until they found the right person, but it just came out before they brought you in and so on.
Yes, something very like weird happened there, and like everyone was like, "Oh, what's your portfolio?" And I was like, "I don't know yet."
But you did know your portfolio when you joined.
I knew it because they told me like the first day, but they say don't say it yet
Okay.
because we haven't told the other person that he's taking another portfolio. So,
So how did the other person find out?
so the
If you didn't tell, who told him?
his manager told him that he's changing.
Okay, so then that's fine. I mean, then I think they handled it correctly. They hired you.
Yeah.
They didn't tell anyone that you're taking over his portfolio. They told him first, and then you interacted with him. Yeah.
Yes, but the thing is that the whole open space, because it's an open space, so the whole service learned it from coffee talk, more or less, with each other. And there was no official announcement for the team until today. And that was only part of the team. That was only the manager's teams. So all the analysts, they still don't know what is going to happen. So they know that I've joined, but they still don't know what is officially my portfolio.
Yeah, they just say, I think play it the way you mentioned, to say that you've joined, lots of people are coming up to you and introducing themselves, which is great. But you also need to reach out to a lot of people and speed up this process. You thought it would be nice to send off, if you could send off an introductory email so people knew who you were.
Yeah, okay,
that's the way to position it. He'll agree to that. It's so benign and so innocent. There's no problem there.
Okay, that's very difficult to arrive in reorganization, because they're reorganizing everything, so everyone is a little bit on their nerves.
Well, I remember when I left the firm and I went to run a boutique from 250 to 300 people, they only told people I was joining 3 days before I was joining.
Oh, wow, okay.
No one even knew that they were changing the leadership, and that was hard, especially since I was also reorganizing the entire business because it wasn't making any money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it happens. You just have to roll with the flow. The good news is you didn't do anything, so you're good.
Yes, I'm good. I'm good. But people are looking at me very weird, like, what's she doing here?
Well, not weirdly. Maybe they're just wondering what's happening, right?
Yeah, they're wondering what's happening. Like,
how many women are there in your area, in your department?
How many people?
How many women?
Women. Oh, I've counted this afternoon. So there is so the pricing managers on my team, we're 6 women.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot, right? But then there's...
And of the entire unit you work in, how many of them are women versus men?
So I think there are more analysts on the women's side. So I think there's only one. Maybe... There's a lot of women, actually. I don't know the exact number.
About 50-50, you would say?
Yeah, I guess it's 50-50.
And how many minorities?
Oh, I'm laughing because I definitely looked at that this afternoon. So on the pricing manager side, I'm the only one from the French side. Maybe another guy, but he's Dutch, so I don't know. He might be from...
He's not a minority. He's a majority in the Netherlands.
No, I mean he's a Dutch from a minority.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, got it.
And I'm the only French from a minority.
Okay. So that's maybe why they're also looking at you. So I think that could be the other reason.
But in the analyst side, though, there are 2 minorities women also.
That's pretty impressive. You don't see many women in pricing. I'm actually impressed.
There's a lot, yeah.
Pricing tend to be seen as a male-dominated field because it's very analytic.
Wow, okay.
It's good. I'm glad to see it's more even.
It's even, yeah.
And that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing the episode. Finally, I want you to remember that the only way to get access to our special offers, the only way to get our special pricing, and the only way to get samples of our content is to join the list on firmsconsulting.com. It's the only way also to get access to our unique advanced content that we make available to insiders. So if you want to get a sneak peek of things, test it out, see what's in there, this is the place to go. And finally, I want to thank you again for making us one of the largest podcast channels around the world for careers and for the 2 million downloads and counting.